We have picked ourselves up. We have fought our way back. And we know in our hearts that for the United States of America, the best is yet to come.
Is America capable of coming back? Is, for America, the best yet to come?
Well, America is just conditioned to think that it deserves not just good, but great. And when things aren't great, but just good, Americans get suicidal.
But if you look at the long term and the history of, say, last 50 years in America, you see an astonishing progress.
There is this incredible vibrancy that frankly no other place on earth really quite matches.
The business of America is business, and Obama doesn't get business, and he rarely talks about business. And so that's what's creating the divisiveness.
Whoever replaces Obama could take charge of a country which produces even more energy than Saudi Arabia.
Barack Obama is simply going to preside over all of this. It's going to look fantastic, but not because of anything he did, simply because of the two characteristics that Reagan so beautifully phrased: the courage and the character of the American people.
And I would say the individual is the only thing that matters. And it is in the foundations of independence and freedom which will make America continue to be great.
He's marvellous on the platform. Then he does almost nothing.
Anybody else got a view on this before we move on?
No, I don't think it's lost its will to win, but I think it's lost its certainty that its involvement in the outside world is the price that has to be paid.
There's a lot to be said for being a member of the United Nations, being a respected member of NATO, and doing things collectively, doing things together, which is what America still does.
What do we want? We want economic growth, and I think that has to be wrapped around a kind of cause and communicated out to the world.
And America's got this incredible habit of rejuvenating and finding new forms of world leadership.
Please welcome Pippa onto stage.
We paid for the American Revolution in one way. We paid for the Civil War in the same way. We paid for Vietnam in the same way. And the answer is every time inflation.
The Seven Hills ethos is about bringing people together. It's about sharing ideas. And I'm very pro-Obama. I think he's got the potential to be not just a good president, but a great president. And I personally hope that he does have a lasting legacy.
I love the fact that it wasn't a hardcore debate with pro and con, because I think that can lead to people talking about just the very narrow discussion about it.
For America is the best yet to come. Those that believe the answer is yes, please raise your hands. Well, I think it's a slightly less divided, slightly less polarized audience than the States.
Whether America is in a period of long-term decline, or whether in fact it's going to sort of recover from the downturn, I'm not yet sure.
Freedom, capitalism, and natural resources ensure that the country's going to have the better days ahead of it.
The privilege of being a superpower is that you can default on your debt, buy inflation, and the world still trusts you.
Justin was very interesting, having lived there for 8 years and now having come back and sharing his perspectives. I thought was very, very interesting.
I freely admit to spending most of my 8 years in America impersonating Hugh Grant, and not in every sense.
So I would point out that Congress's popularity and approval rating somewhere near that, somewhere in between that of cockroaches and gonorrhea.
Brilliant panel, a panel, by the way, that wouldn't be out of place on a national broadcasting platform, and exactly what I expect from Seven Hills.
To be honest, really, they've never invited me to anything that I felt was anything but really quite exceptional. I think they're an exceptional firm.